channel. All right, guys, to parlay or not to parlay. Got some interesting parlays tonight. I think you guys will like these. I think they're pretty good. First one, John Morant, Draymond Green, and Dejounte Murray, all to record 8+ assists. Odds for this are plus 800. Is this tantalizing enough for you, Murph? And we're talking about assists. We're talking about passing the ball, not scoring. Is this one you want to get in on the action?
Yeah, that plus 800, that's really tantalizing me. You know what I'm saying? And, I didn't have time to research this because I was watching college basketball. But, no, just off the top, these guys, they're all capable of getting 8 assists. They all have pretty good matchups to do it. Draymond, he swears he's a point guard now. He's like an old school college point guard. Bring the ball up, no threat on the offense, just gonna get everybody involved. So he'll probably get his 8 assists. Dejounte Murray is playing Cleveland, so he could do it. Very talented player. I like that, and it's mostly because of the odds. Plus 800. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, why not throw a couple of dollars on this one? Gerard, is there anybody in this parlay that concerns you that you think will be maybe the risk to not get the 8+ assists?
Honestly, all of them do. I mean, 8 assists ain't that's no easy feat, right?
Come on, man. I can get 8 assists in my sleep.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? It's like you ever talk to your boys and they'd be like, "Yo, how hard is to score 20 points in the NBA? It's just 5 points a quarter." I'm like, "You idiots have no idea. Like it's fucking real hard. It's really fucking hard." They all scare me, but to Murph's point, 8 plus 800, that makes it all worthwhile, right? So you got to throw a flyer on it just because of the odds. So I'll throw a flyer on it. But the one person who I'm really like, I don't know, Ja would have me a little nervous just because, I saw the end of that. I mean, Memphis is, they're like my quasi team because, Josh Triple J will be back soon. I watch them and I'm like, how do y'all score sometimes? Like, I just don't. Nah. So he'd be the one that scares me.
Wait, Gerard. I gotta ask you, Gerard. How many times have you told us that Triple J's come back soon?
But he is. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know.
Yo, but there's a fair point there. Triple soon was like 2 months ago now. Soon was really like 2 months ago.
I can't divulge exact dates, man.
All right.
I can't be out here divulging dates.
Yo, Gerard, the next time you say soon, I'm just gonna roll my eyes. Okay. All right. He said he's gonna be the last day of the season. He's like, yo, come back soon. Gerard, I love you, man. I love you. Brian, I saw you nodding your head when I asked Gerard about whether there was a player that would concern you in terms of this parlay. Is there somebody that concerns you? Is it John Morant? Or do you know that Triple J is coming back soon?
Yo, Murph, that was fucking hilarious. The guy who worries me here in this parlay is Dejounte Murray, actually, because he's only had 8+ assists twice since January 24th. That being said, it's plus 800. So I'm going to take this bet. But I'm still worried about all 3 of them, mostly Dejounte Murray. I'm still taking this, though.
All right. Our guy, Antonio Urbano, says, yep, it's pay week. What you mean? I throw a couple of bucks on it, too. I mean,
not for me. Mine's next week.
Yours is next week? Well, sucks to be you for this week, I guess, whatsoever. But it doesn't matter. We know. One thing we know about this parlay, Triple J is coming back.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, right? Like, yo, don't be.
No. The point is, you've been telling us. You just telling back.
That's letting y'all know.
I'm just happy you remind me that he's still alive and
that's the thing.
in the league.
I don't want y'all to forget that my man's still in the league.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
that. People need to know that. All right, guys. Next parlay involves a guy that's very near and dear to Gerard's heart. Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics and Colin Sexton of the Cleveland Cavaliers, both to score 25+ points. The odds in this are at plus 250, which means they think they're going to get buckets. How do you guys feel about taking this bet? Brian, you first. What's up?
I actually like this one. I wish the odds were a little bit better. And I'm a little concerned about Jason Tatum, obviously, because, post-COVID's been a little inconsistent. Better lately. Even shooting from the field, he's had a couple of good games, but, it's not so much about efficiency as much as it's about getting the 25 points for the bet. So I'm rolling with both of them, and I think Colin Sexton He's had a good season. He's not quite where he was at the very beginning, I would say, but I will take this pretty comfortably. It's plus 250, so you're not going to win a ton if this were to happen, but you'll win something, and that's what matters, right?
Winning does matter. Boston hosting Sacramento and Cleveland hosting San Antonio. Gerard, do you like your boy Jason Tatum to get 25 plus tonight? And do you believe in Colin Sexton? Do you love Sexland the way Brian does? That is the question. Do you love Sexland the way Brian does?
It's a hell of a nickname, man. Sexland is a hell of a nickname. I got to stick to the bit, so fuck the C's. If this was Jaylen Brown, I'd be like, all right, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I real quick though, like about the whole post-COVID thing, that's real. Make sure you subscribe to True Hoop. We put an article about NBA players and post-COVID. Yes. Shouts to our guy Tom Habistro. There's all seriousness aside, like that, it's like real out there. We still don't know what the lingering long-term effects are actually going to be for these dudes. The odds are fine. They're not great. I think anything, because thinking about is Tatum, I trust because he's gonna shoot like 40 times, so whatever. He'll find a way to get there. Sexton, man, he may not hit anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it may be a weird night for him. So I'd stay away. It's not enough of an odds for me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, and Antonio Urbano agrees with you. Says no, I need better odds. These two can put up points in their sleep. That is true. Undoubtedly they can. So maybe you don't. Maybe it's to stay away from it. Murph, you staying away from this one or two? Or is this one tantalizing enough?
It's tantalizing. I agree with Brian. The odds not quite there, so I'm on the fence with it. Only because I'm very confident in Tatum getting his tonight. He averages 25 points. Sexton, I don't really like the matchup against San Antonio. San Antonio, smart defensive team. They'll know how to key on him. They could give him some problems tonight. I'll stay away.
Yeah, man.
Stay away. Brian is the only person bold enough to take this parlay. Yeah, I understand the trepidation with Sexton, and I think for me, I'm just with Antonio Urbano on this. Not enough in terms of the odds to really tantalize me on this one to go in. So I'll be away. I can see this where Jason Tatum goes for like 32 and Sexton goes for a nice 24 points, and that's what we call a bad beat, right, Gerard?
Yeah, on 8 for 24 shooting too.
You can absolutely see that. I can totally see that playing out. It'll be like,
that's a bad beat. Yeah, that's a bad beat.
All right, this is a parlay. I think we've spoken about blocks before, but not with this many players required to do what we need for this parlay. Jarrett Allen, Jakob Poeltl, and Richaun Holmes, one of Brian's all-stars, all to record 2+ blocks. Odds in this are at plus 675, guys. This seems like in that tantalizing range, but you're asking a lot here. Got to get 3 blocks each, right? So you're asking a lot. Brian, we know you're Mr. Defense. We know Richaun Holmes is your boy. Do you have faith in Holmes and the other 2 guys here recording 2+ blocks?
It's weird that I have the most faith in Jakob Poeltl in getting this because he's actually been throwing shit lately. He had 4 blocks the other night. So, he's been very good, getting a lot of rebounds too. Jarrett Allen, very good shot blocker, but a little bit overrated as a shot blocker because he's had a lot of great moments as a shot blocker, but there are a lot of games where they'll be like 0 and 1 and things of that nature. He's still averaging almost 2 blocks a game this season, but I think people think that he's averaging 2.5 blocks, 3 blocks a game every season that he plays, and that's just not been the case. That said, and Richaun Holmes, similarly in terms of block production, not quite over that 2. If it was, then he wouldn't even be part of this parlay. So I'm actually going to take this because the odds are so good. Even though I think that there's a good chance of you getting burned by either Jarrett Allen or Richaun Holmes in particular. But the plus 675, is tempting. So that's where I would go. I would take this.
Yeah, this is one I could see Jakob Poeltl with 6 blocks and everybody else with none. I can totally see that. I'm all about people onto the potential bad beats. Murph, is this one you get it on too? I love the word tantalizing when it comes to these parlays. It's about the odds. The odds got to tantalize you. If you're not going to get in the dance.
I mean, it was tantalizing until I saw that Jakob Poeltl's in this, and I'm not trying to diss him. I know he's a solid player. He can block some shots, but I'm not putting money on Jakob Poeltl to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not doing it, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But
not gonna be able to do it.
That's just. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't do it. Stay the hell away. I'm staying away. You do what you want to do. I'm staying away.
The way you sound, the energy that you're bringing here sounds very similar to the energy Brian has about the Utah Jazz. He's like, "Yo, I'm staying away. I'm not putting any money on."
I thought you were going to say it's very similar to the energy that Bernard Hopkins had for Joe Calzaghe once upon a time.
That's close. That's close.
That's close. That is close. Gerard, are you keeping the same energy as Murphy? And this is to stay away because you don't believe in Jakob Poeltl?
Yo, first of all, Murph called him Jakob Poeltl. Like he said
no respect on his name.
He said Jakob Poeltl. I was like,
that's what we called him. That's what we called him at Utah. So I don't know.
Look, Jakob Poeltl. Like I'm not so worried about him. Look, you gotta look at guys who are guys that get dunked on a lot. These three dudes are dudes that consistently get dunked on. But that also means they are trying and challenging for blocks, right? Because you ain't gonna get blocks if you don't get dunked on. That's how this game works. Right. So because it is plus 675, right? Mm-hmm. That makes it worth it to me. If it was plus 400 or plus 3, I'm like, nah, hell no. But plus 675, shit, why not?
Why not?
Get a little weak side action. Next thing you know, you're like, ooh, look, we all got one. And, but odds are Jakob Poeltl end up getting 3 blocks, and the rest of them get 1, and then there we go.
And then Murph might actually have to put some respect on Jakob Poeltl's name.
Let me tell you something. If you're averaging 7 points, 8 rebounds is okay, but you're having 7, 8. I'm calling you Jacob. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, his mama named him Jakob.
I don't know that dude. You're Jacob.
Jacob.
This dude is Jacob. My man Antonio Urbano says no, he would not get down with this. Blocks are way too random of a stat. If Dikembe Ezo was still in the league, maybe. But this is a hard pass. Hard pass. And what Murph said is beyond a hard pass. He's like, get this parlay.
Get him out the league. Get him out the league and bring JJ. Bring Triple J. You know what I'm
saying? There you go. Put some respect on my guy, Triple J's name. Boy, y'all forgot.
Make some room for that.
I mean, Jakob Poeltl is playing at Triple J, isn't? But he's coming back.
Why
soon.
you gotta come at my dude,
He's coming
man?
back soon. He's coming back soon, though.
Good point, Dex. Good point.
I'm just saying.
Y'all some hating ass,
Man, anybody tunes in the show like these guys are hating. They hate the Clippers. They hate the Jazz. They hate Jakob Poeltl.
They hate Jared Jackson Jr.
Jackson Jr. Yeah.
Talking about some Jakob. Come on, man.
All right, guys. The last parlay. Oh man, I can't even talk right now. The last parlay. Nuggets. We're talking about teams here. We got the Nuggets. We got the Trailblazers.
Antonio Urbano, you ain't funny. Wait, who's Triple J? Nah, you ain't funny, dude. You ain't funny. Nah. Anybody laughing at your joke, dude?
He doesn't know because he
hasn't played since 2018, bro.
Stop it.
So nobody knows. He doesn't know. You can't be mad at him for not knowing. You can't be mad. He doesn't know. Nuggets, Trailblazers, and Suns all to win. The odds on this are at plus 300. The Nuggets, they are hosting the Bulls. The Trailblazers we talked about earlier, they are hosting the Mavericks. And the Suns, they're in action against the worst team in the league, Minnesota, who just beat them last night. And this will be the second of the back-to-back. Does anybody like this? Does anybody believe in this? The odds are, it's okay. Plus 300. Gerard, you jumping in on this one, or do you not believe in this parlay the way Jamal does not believe in Jakob Poeltl?
Yeah, no, I'm going with this parlay mainly because you can't lose to the Timber Puppies 2 nights in a row, can you?
I mean, you can, but I get your point.
I get it. Cat and Anthony Edwards did their thing. Cat can have a repeat performance because, DeAndre Ayton trying to guard Cat's a little problematic. But Anthony Edwards doing this again tonight, I don't know. I'm going with this. I like it. All
right, like them all to win. Brian, do you have as much confidence in all these teams pulling out a win, or is there a team you think that's going to mess this up?
I will say about Anthony Edwards, he's averaging 26 points a game over his last 9. And that's a pretty healthy stretch given, what they've been doing as of late, and they still only have 10 wins at the end of the day. So I'm still going to take this parlay for that reason. And I agree. I don't think the Timberwolves can get back-to-back wins against the same team, especially a Chris Paul run team in Phoenix. That's going to be very difficult to do. I would have the most worry about the Mavericks potentially spoiling this because they play against Portland. And as we mentioned before, I expect Portland to win. However, some shit just happens. Luka Doncic, gets 42, 17, and 12. And we look up and it's like, oh shit, they won by 2 in a very tight game. And, we're seeing about it on SVP later that, he outplayed Damian Lillard, whatever the case may be.
No, I can good. It's just Trailblazers, right? Isn't it Nuggets, Trailblazers, Suns?
Nuggets, Trailblazers, Suns. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So the Mavericks could spoil this by beating the Trailblazers. So that's giving me a little cause for concern. But it's plus 300. I'll take it. It's a good bet. If I put down 1, I'll get 3. That's fine by me.
Okay, not bad there. Murph, are you getting in on this action, or is there a team you don't believe in the way you don't believe in Jakob Poeltl?
No, nothing close to Jakob Poeltl. But no, I actually like this plus 300. Denver, you gotta like them. The Suns, you gotta like them. Even though Anthony Edwards, man, that's why a lot of people were saying early on he didn't deserve to be the number 1 pick. I just didn't say anything about that because his athleticism is so off the charts, and the dude actually can shoot. Like I'm saying, he can score. It was just putting it together. Mentally. And this dude, man, just off ability alone is scary. Okay. So he might be the best player in this draft, even though LaMelo Ball is great. It's going to be between them, I think. But anyway, getting back to the parlay, like I picked Dallas, of course, but I could obviously see Portland winning at home. So I think at plus 300, I like this one.
All right. Like this one. I still think it's hilarious that Antonio Urbano says he does not know who Triple J is. He says he's not joking at all whatsoever.
Yeah, I ain't even. Nah, we good.
We got to talk about. We got to really talk about what are the odds of when Triple J will return. Because soon is not enough for me to take that.
What are those odds? What are those odds?
I told you I can't give y'all dates, man.
Yeah, all you can say is 4 letters.
Soon. That's it. That's all I can tell you is soon.
That's all you can tell us. All right, we're at that time of night. Last segment of the show. We keep it 100. Guys, we have $100 every week to spend. You can spend it however you want. You can bet on fights. You can bet on Triple J's return. You can bet on Jakob Poeltl to get 4 blocks. It doesn't matter. It's all about what you want to do and how you want to spend your $100. Brian, I'm going to start with you. I'm so intrigued to know what the violence is going to be tonight. Let us know how you spending your $100.
I'm actually